Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It has been a little bit, but we finally are home from traveling for a little bit, and we went and did a big grocery shopping trip today. We have not done that in a few months. So I thought that I would bring you guys along and kind of show you what we got, and hopefully give you guys some ideas of ways that we are going to use that stuff. All right, I'm gonna start with like some of our dairy and our cheese, even though this is, our mayonnaise is with the dairy, but it is not actually dairy. So we got a lot of provolone. I think I got 6 of these packages. We are getting very serious about taking lunches for my husband, especially my husband. And then if I do go out and work, also taking lunches for me. So we did get some sandwich stuff that we don't normally get, and well, some other stuff too that you'll see that we don't normally get. Just trying to make sure that we're staying on top of that and that we're not being wasteful. So we got 6 of these provolones. I think I got 5 of these Parmesan cheeses. I order our Parmesan from Azure, and I have not done an Azure order in several months. And just budget-wise, the way everything is going, probably going to be several more months if I'm honest. So we grabbed these from Aldi. I like these too. It's just fine. I got 2 things of this vanilla Greek yogurt. I haven't had a ton of time to make homemade yogurt, so I just went ahead and grabbed those. And then we got 2 of these plain Greek yogurt. I have started marinating my chicken in plain yogurt if I'm doing like fried chicken or chicken bits, and it is delicious. I absolutely love doing it that way. So I grabbed some more of this, and then we'll make some tzatziki as well. We have some queso fresco. We always have queso fresco in our house on hand. We do lots of quesadillas and tacos and burritos and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. So queso fresco is a favorite. One of these will go in the freezer and one will go in the refrigerator, and they will get used. Cottage cheese. I have said this before, and I will say it again. Cottage cheese is my favorite thing to have on chili, and it is chili season again. I'm so happy about that. So got a big old thing of cottage cheese. We aren't making ice cream anymore because it's getting colder, so we didn't need as much heavy cream. So I just needed to get one for some cooking. I got, let's do this stuff back here. So I don't usually buy like boxed stuff like this. But again, like we're trying really hard to stay out of stores. And I thought it's better to get some like boxed stuff like this that is going to like be fun and keep us satisfied all month. And then that we can like take in the car if we are going to work or whatever, be able to just grab it and go. So the season of life that we are in right now, I'm just going to be totally okay with that. And that's what we're going to do with it. So I got some Nutter Butters back there. We got some fruit snacks. We got these chewy bars, some sweet and salty bars. These whales, I actually prefer whales to the goldfish. These are our favorite. So I love to have these anyway. So I got whales, and then we got these Ritz cheese crackers. All of this is definitely stuff that we don't normally purchase. All of this is definitely stuff that made our budget go a little bit higher. But for us, for this month, for this season of our lives, I am going to be absolutely, perfectly happy and content with that, because I think it is going to ultimately help us in the long run with our budget down the road. So I'm gonna be fine with that. Same thing, I don't normally buy lunch meat. I usually get ham because we eat that with eggs a lot, but I did go ahead and pick up some turkey to make sandwiches. We're having pizza every Friday night this month, so I needed to get a big old thing of pepperoni. So this will be for pizzas, and then sometimes when we make my husband's sandwiches for lunch, sometimes we do pepperoni and turkey on sandwiches, and he really likes that. Moving on to the meat section. I actually got 4 roasts, a cat. As we were unloading, a cat got in the house. I got to one of them, and I'm very unhappy about that. This will actually be 2 full meals. So this is steak, and I will take these out and I will chop them up into bite-sized pieces, and then those will be steak steak bites. I like to have those with either mac and cheese or mashed potatoes, and if I go ahead and cut them up and vacuum seal them and put them in the freezer, they're very easy to take out and thaw out and cook later. So got a decent amount of beef this time. We still have a bunch of chicken in our freezer, like just plain chicken breast, but I did see this at Sam's, and I thought that is probably going to make my life pretty easy. So this is separated into 4 sections, which I think will be great. It will probably end up being about 4 meals worth of like chicken and noodles, or chicken for wraps or for salads or something like that. And it's gonna be really easy. And at $5 per meal for the meat, that feels like it's gonna be a good deal. So we'll see. I'm really interested to see like what size pieces these are. And I mean, they seem like pretty bite-sized pieces. They don't seem like they have a ton of fat on them. So I'm very interested to see how this works out. It's also back to roasting whole chickens and making chicken bone broth on a regular basis season. So that's what we're doing. I got 2 whole chickens. I have 2 in my freezer, and we will have one once a week for the whole month of October. Pumpkins are on sale right now. So I did go ahead and get pumpkins. These will decorate, and then we will carve them, and we will pull out the seeds. I will roast the seeds. We will have the seeds in granola and trail mix, and it will add just a whole yummy thing. We'll also probably feed some to the chickens to use as a natural dewormer, which I really like. But these pumpkins are gonna come in very handy. I am excited to be doing Baketober this month, this year. So I needed to stock up on some flour. So I got 75 pounds of bread flour. So this just has a higher protein content in it. It makes just way better bread. If I am making like hot rolls or sandwich bread, this is perfect for that. So I got 75 pounds of that, and then I got another 25-pound bag of just plain all-purpose flour there. I got 20 pounds of sugar. Normally I get the organic sugar, again, just budget-wise. Listen, I had to go with what I could afford, and so that's what we went with, and I'm gonna be super thankful that we have that. So as we are baking a lot more, we're in that season right now, I wanted to make sure that we are fully stocked up on sugar. We are having bagels once a week for breakfast, homemade bagels, so we will need some cream cheese. So I got 8 blocks of cream cheese. There's 4 in each of these boxes. I have not redone my Costco membership. I just have my Sam's membership right now, and I'm debating if I'm going to redo my Costco membership, but because of that, I could not get the good butter that I love. So we just had to go with this one. But again, it is what it is. We're going to use it. We're going to be extremely thankful that we have it, and it's going to be put to really good use. Actually, these English muffins on here look really good. That makes me want to make some English muffins. The one thing that we do always get is Oreos, and this is no exception. I love Oreos. My kids love Oreos. My husband loves Oreos. It's the one thing that everybody in our house can agree on, and so I like to have them as like a fun extra little treat, because why not? And then another fun little treat that I did grab was these sea salt caramels. So I got milk chocolate and dark chocolate. They just seem like a fun little thing to be able to get. Listen, it's gonna keep me out of stores if I am like craving a chocolate, if I can just go grab one of these rather than running to a store and getting a whole candy bar. So in the end, I think I will actually spend less money. We are going through a lot of chocolate milk right now, so needed some more Hershey syrup. I almost exclusively fry in lard. If I'm not frying in lard, then I'm frying in beef tallow. And we have a lot of beef tallow right now because I just rendered a bunch out. but if I'm making donuts, it's got to be the lard for me. So I needed to re-up on our lard. We also needed pasta. And because we eat so much pasta, it is one of the things that I do like to spend just a tad extra on. I know I can spend half of this amount and get the $1 boxes, but I really like this Better Goods brand. If you can see the color of that pasta, I don't know if it's coming through real well on camera, but it's bronze cut, but it's also slow dried. So this pasta is a lot more of like a cream color than a yellow color. So I trust this pasta, and because we eat so much of it, I want to make sure that we are, you know, consuming as much of the good stuff as we can, especially since we have some bad stuff in there. We are doing biscuits once a week, I think, for breakfasts this whole month. But I have found I am having a really hard time right now getting up and making breakfast because I'm getting up and going to work a lot of days, or our baby just hasn't figured out how to sleep through the night yet. So mornings have become really difficult for me. So we are having to find some interesting new things to deal with for breakfast. And these frozen biscuits, I am just loving. I love them. They are delicious. They're very easy, and honestly are not crazy expensive. With the price of butter, I don't even know that I could make homemade biscuits for as cheap as I can get these. So we're gonna be good with that right now. I just got 1 gallon of milk because we have like 1.5 in our refrigerator, and I didn't want to overload our refrigerator when we didn't need milk. Chicken and noodles gonna happen like 3 times I think this month, so I needed some egg pasta for that. We were all out of jam. I can find grape jelly everywhere, but I cannot find grape jam everywhere. So when I find it, I stock up. So I got 3 of these things of grape jam, and especially since we are having a lot of biscuits, we needed a lot of jam. I got a pineapple because my son was with me and he loves pineapple. I have gotten the orange juice from, like the fresh squeezed orange juice from Sam's. I've never even seen lemonade, and they got us, man. They had the samples there and we tried it and it was unbelievably delicious. So we grabbed that. Along with our pasta, we needed some pasta sauce, and I am really feeling this vodka sauce right now. So that's what we went with. We got 6 of those because I already have some in storage. And then the last thing that I will go through is our produce. So this, I will get another probably $100, $200 worth of produce, just parsed out through the month. I am fully stocked on apples. We have a ton of apples. We have a ton of potatoes that we got out of our garden still. So I'm kind of just filling in the gaps here. So I got some frozen sliced strawberries for smoothies. Our baby is just starting to eat, so bananas are the first thing that she has had that she is a big fan of. So bananas, I got limes, lemons. Both of these are to do, well, the limes are for like tacos and stuff, marinades, and then the lemons are for a lot of baking stuff that we have. Pomegranates, because it is pomegranate season, and some cherry tomatoes. So that is it. That is what our almost $700 got us. Oh, and then back there in the back, I don't know if you can see, I did pick up some Sprite, some Coke, and a bunch of bottled water. So that's it. That's it. That's what our whole almost $700 this month was able to get us. Lots and lots of cooking from scratch is in our future, because obviously this is not just enough food to feed us every single meal for a month. So there's lots of making things from scratch to add in, and pulling things from our freezer and our pantry, our stockpile that we already have. So if you guys will stay tuned, subscribe, then I will show you guys a little bit more this month of how we are putting these things right here into practice in our home.